Hey guys, welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends. In today's video, I want to give you a bit of an update on my account. We are on day 41, I believe, almost into day 42 of this account. Now, this is the one that I did the 27-day Arbiter in. I have taken what I consider to be a break. Others probably wouldn't consider it to be a break, where I just haven't been doing all my arena attacks. I'm not getting up early to stop my energy capping. I'm just playing it probably more like the average player, probably a bit more than the average player, but I have slowed down a little bit in what I've been playing. So I want to give you guys an update on where the account's at, what I'm doing. And the first thing is, you guys would have seen me pull my Seer in a previous video. Now, I just slapped a set of gear on her just to have a little play around in the hard mode Dragon to see what she could do at 4-star. And, you know, she pretty much slaps with the Mausoleum Mage already. She doesn't one-shot the mobs because obviously crit damage is low and stuff like that. But it's quite impressive already, considering she's 4-star. Now, the thing that when I pulled that, I didn't realize at the time when I pulled her was I have the 4-star soul for her. Dude, my soul luck has been insane in this game. I watched back through my previous video where I actually pulled that soul. Like, oh, that would be great if I actually had a Seer. I completely forgot about that. We actually did pull the Seer, so now we get to get her soul up there as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Like, that is a big thing for her. Now, with her, I think the one that we want to go with, if I go over to my Seer, and once again, I'm going to have to build her up, obviously, but I think the one that we want to do with her is going to be the Crushing Rend. We get the extra ignore defense based on enemies' levels, and because her main place is going to be destroying waves in Doom Tower and in hard mode dungeons, well, you know, at the moment, we're going to get an extra 1% ignore defense for every 40 levels. If we could get that to 6 and be every 10 levels, that is insane, because things like level 300, level 400 in those things, which is huge. Now, the accuracy would also be big because mine doesn't have much accuracy, but the crit damage 30% is super nice here. Once again, I do have to continue building her, but I think the Crushing Rend is the one I'm going to go for, and I do love that extra stat increase. Now, her build is completely scuffed. We do have another day and a bit of a gear removal, so I might try and shuffle it around, rebuild some things as well. You can see she's got an attack chest, which ideally I want HP, but because this had some crit rate and some speed, because she was lacking crit rate and speed, I slapped it on. It also made a set, which, you know, I don't really need, but is a bit of extra HP for her. So, you know, it's a very scuffed set, but I want to show you guys like what she's been doing so far at 4-star. Now, I'm waiting to make her 5-star because I leveled her from level 1 all the way up in Dragon's Lair, just in hard mode stage 2. I think with a few upgrades, we can get to hard mode stage 3. Now, I don't have a cooldown reducer. This was, once again, just me trying to experiment and see, but I wanted to show you guys the kind of things she can do. I'll probably exit out of this battle so you guys don't have to see the whole run, so I'll just do a single one so I'm not wasting as much energy. But I was pretty impressed, considering, like, you know, she's not really invested at all. Now, Gallic is my fastest. He got an upgrade, and I'm just struggling with speed sets with speed, and that's why I've been doing a little bit of dragons, trying to upgrade my speeds. So as you can see there, she almost taps everything. Now, unfortunately, this dude has the revive, so if we don't get him down, he does manage to revive, but we do get it down. So honestly, even for just one wave, without any resetters, without any skill ups, with her at 4-star, without any accessories, like, that is insane in my opinion. And so, yeah, I've done, I want to say, like, maybe 50 runs of dragons, leveling her up, and we haven't had a single fail. So it's pretty much like I can essentially, with her, I can essentially 4-man this dungeon, and, you know, she can die. She doesn't really do much for the boss. All she does is speed up that first wave. Because we got the Tagoar there for the revives, everything is just pretty safe from there on in. You can see we get a little bit low, but besides that, this team is pretty cruisy in general, so I'm happy with that. I will try and go deeper into it. I know on my previous account, the Nut account, I was going into Dragon 6 hard mode with about a 95% win rate, so I definitely can dive into that, but I just wanted to show you guys that. Dude, I don't know why the game's lagging so hard, but it is a thing. Anyway, that is where she's at. Once again, I will start working on her, but what I have been working on at the moment, and if anyone's good at speed tuning for Ultra Nightmare, please hit me up on Discord. I've been having an absolute nightmare. I realized when I was trying to do it with my Tagoar that I had a bunch of masteries that were messing me up with, the duration of his speed buff being able to be increased, him getting turn gauge. So I've got to remastery him. But I was trying to do it without him using Gallic, Deacon, who was the other one? So Gallic, Deacon, Jareg, Skull Crusher, and Fayne. I was trying to do with that and rely on Deacon's Leech as my only form of sustain. I can't get the speed tuning between the two ally protects working. So if anyone has any tips for me, I tried using the Deadwood Jedi, dude. I just got too lost in that thing. So I'm still experimenting with this. I got another day to do gear removals. Actually, I got to give him a blessing. I got another day to do gear removals. So maybe I'll try and get this cooking as well in the next day or so. What I ended up reverting to was just going back to my normal team, which is Supreme Gallic, Tagoar, Deacon, Fayne, and then throwing the Skull Crusher in. And all I did was put the Skull Crusher on the Relentless set for extra turns. Now, obviously, this isn't ideal for the most reliable runs, but I was like, let's just put him on Relentless. That means he's got more uptime of his counterattack, which means we're more likely to counterattack more often, which means, we probably get some more damage. So I did manage to, once again, we're doing it a bit scuffed at the moment because I just suck at trying to read spreadsheets on that stuff. But we did manage to yesterday 4-key the Ultra Nightmare. So I did manage to 4-key Ultra Nightmare. I don't see the value in it at the moment purely because we're not killing the boss in the guild at the moment. So this guild is not killing the boss. So I would be 4-keying Ultra Nightmare for double chest. Someone let me know if that's a bad take. I looked at the drop rates and I feel like it's still better to get 2 chests on Nightmare than it is to get 1 chest on the Ultra Nightmare. But not too sure. But yeah, we did manage to get that. But Nightmare, we're doing okay with this team. So I just updated that team for 1 run. I need to do another run. I've been at my son's footy, so I've let it over cap. But you can see we did get 32.35 with that team. Now, that was when it was on this boss, which was the element boss. So maybe we'd do a little bit better if it was on the void. So I'm going to play around with that. Hopefully I can manual, and this was on full auto. So I think I could manual and maybe get the 1 key, which would allow me to start sweeping Nightmare, which would be great. Just sweep the 2 keys and away we go. That's what I'm going to probably aim for. But once again, I'm pretty happy with this team in general. I would love to speed tune it to do Ultra Nightmare. But the problem with speed tuning for Ultra Nightmare is that I might have to slow down my other champions, which I don't really want to do. So I'm sort of in this in-between stage. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts. Like I said, my Supreme Gallic, he got an accuracy banner with speed on it, and so he's up to the 237 speed. And unfortunately, I don't have like lightning fast speed sets. You can see my Deacon here is at 130. Now I could pinch some gear off Tagoar and stuff like that. Get him oh, that's only got HP. Let's see, what's this got? Like there's 11 speed, whereas Deacon I believe has less. He's only got 4 speed, so I could speed up my Deacon and stuff. I may tune that through, but it's just like for everything else in the game, it's working pretty decently. I'm not overly stressed in PvP. We're doing enough in PvP to get through it. So that's kind of where we are looking at the moment. We're still using Old Mate Magnar in PvP as well. He's working pretty decently. But yeah, now I've got to make my decision on who to upgrade next. So currently in my mind, I'm leaning towards building up the Seer so that when we have turn attack tournaments, I can do a lot better in those. Then maybe if I go into the vaults, let's just hide. If I go into the vaults, if we go over to here, from the void pools, I believe, dude, if I can actually find the character, yeah, we got old mate here, who what's her name? Wait, let's put her into collection. The Painkeeper. So the Painkeeper with the cooldown reductions could help out. I don't have any beefy cooldown reduction. I think she's the best one that I have. We can even go ahead and check our filters, which I haven't even done yet. Other effects, positive effects. Where is it? Decrease skill cooldown. Let's see. Oh, we've actually got we've got a few here. Wait, what do we got in here? Oh, she's got the random chance. Yeah, I don't know if I want to use her for it. And I believe him is on himself. Yeah. Not too sure. I can't even find where it attacks all enemies, decreases the cooldown of the skill. Yeah, so I think we'll just have to use a Pain Keeper, reduce it by 1, and away we go. I can always max skill as well, which is something I will do, and get the extra 2 cooldowns reduction, so bring it down to a 4-turn cooldown. This will be super nice for her as well. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking for books. If we go over into the account, if we go over to skill up, you can see we've got 8 legendary books and 11 epic books. Doing pretty well. We've been getting a lot of books drop out of the Demon Lord, which has been absolutely fantastic for us. And I'm just choosing who I really want to use my epic books on. Whether I want to use Magna for PvP, I feel like Seer is the one to go to. Now, Husk is another one that I was going to build straight away, looking at Spider and stuff like that. He is one I will definitely build anyway. The one problem I have with Seer is that she is Orcs, and I'm already pretty stacked on Orcs, and I just want to kind of spread my factions as well. Obviously, Arbiter is another one I want to build. Artor, I'm not too stressed on. And that's kind of where I'm sitting at the moment. I feel like the next 3 units I want to build are Seer, Arbiter, and Husk. And then I'm pretty much cool from there. I might wait and see if we pull anything else, because old mate over here, he actually, Vargol, when I just combined him with Jareg in Hydra, we actually do really well in Hydra with just these 2 and him just at 5-star. I don't think I need him upgraded further. You can see he doesn't even have accessories, but he does the job I need with the taunt. And with my team, he actually cycles around without any skill ups to be able to get this taunt on the head that we need to taunt. The one on the far left at the moment, I always forget the names. But yeah, I actually managed to taunt with that as well. Also, I did get his soul as well, so I've got to put his blessing on. We got Ace 2-star soul for Deacon. We've been getting a few souls here and there. We got the Skull Crusher soul as well. So like I said, our account has been doing incredibly well with the souls. As for summons, you can see we obviously use all our voids. We do have the 3 primals and 3 sacreds waiting for a raid up event. And obviously we've got the 24 ancients as well, which are sitting in the bank. But that is where the account's at. I'm pretty happy with the progress at the moment. Like I said, just trying to get myself into that ultra nightmare level of Demon Lord. I feel like if I could speed tune my team properly, maybe we could get to like 3 key this, and then maybe, you know, alternating days, we might be able to do just 3 key that, and then 2 key and 3 key on the nightmare. On the alternating days, so then we might be able to double dip. I'm not too sure. We'll have a play. Like I said, if anyone's really good at speed tuning, hit me up, because dude, that stuff just is going over my head. I feel like I'm pretty solid at just building a core team that works, but once I've got to actually fine tune it so that this happens every time this boss has this turn, dude, I just start losing myself in the math. But that is where we are at. Really happy with the progress so far. Still grinding this one out. People are asking me if I'm going to start a new account with the Hunter Arc. I may do, but if I do, it's not going to be a grind like I did with the other ones trying to do Arbiter. I'm not going to set my watch for arena battles again. I can't live with that. I want to focus more in on this account because I'm really enjoying this account, and I feel like we've got a lot of fun units on this one. So that is the update for the account. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.